Hello everybody, it's Eric, MrLowCarb, coming at you one more time with a surprise live. So hope some people tune in and see. If you don't catch it live, make sure to watch this on the repeat. But just got out of the shower. I just ended I'm ending a 24-hour fast. I normally don't fast that long. I'm a 16-hour fast guy, but I've just been really busy at work. I'm a real estate broker, and I here in Florida, the east coast of Florida, Brevard County. And hey, everybody. So I was trying to fast, and I was thinking about how this keto lifestyle, this low-carb lifestyle that I have it kind of feeds itself in the way that you lose your appetite. So I'm going to talk a little bit about plateaus and breaking a plateau. And I actually just hit a new low weight. Just weighed myself in, took a shower. I hope I look nice and clean. And I'm about to break my fast with a Jimmy John's. This is an unwich. Unwich, they don't use bread, they wrap it in lettuce and unsweet tea. I don't eat out much, but it's the one thing I get. It's actually, I did tuna this time. It's kind of my new thing with the Jimmy peppers. But let's talk plateaus. That's one of the biggest questions that I get. You know, Eric, I've stopped losing weight. I've been the same weight for a week. And I just want to talk about that because one of the best pieces of advice that I've been able to give is most people eat more food than they think they do. They eat more calories, more carbs, more fat, more protein. What I thought in the beginning was just, they say the calories in, calories out thing, which is true. If you burn more calories, you obviously have to burn it somewhere off your body. But with the keto and low carb, what I've done is I've trained my body to go right to my fat cells. And so earlier in the week I posted I had lost 166 pounds, which is just insane. I started at 435 pounds, and my goal was 250 pounds. Seemed so far away. So I did it in 25-pound increments to kind of get me along the way. So I weighed 269. Well, just a minute ago, I weighed 267, like a day or two later. And it's because I did a fast, and I did some exercise. But I just want to talk about that because I think what people don't understand is, and this is the way I do, I call it pushing the scale down. You're not going to get on any kind of lifestyle. And I don't use the D word, the diet word. I call it a lifestyle, and that's what's helped me get this far this fast because it is a lifestyle. Now, I stopped eating fast food a couple years ago. I haven't had Coke or soda pop in almost 5 years. So there's little things I've done. But really kicked off and helped me is the not eating the fast food is the access to food. I do real estate. I'm on the fly. I'm out. I'm going through drive-thrus, eating McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. So I stopped that completely and I lost some weight. And that was before I went low carb. But all I did was try to start eating at home. Try to break the habit of eating out. So thank goodness I did that because when I found low carb, when I realized that I was diabetic, which I'm not diabetic anymore, I knew that I had to start making my own food. I couldn't rely on restaurants and fast food, especially to give me what I needed. And so I was pushing my weight down, but it went in phases. You know, I would lose weight for a week and then not a little bit. And I think the first thing I want everybody to know about weight loss, if you're doing keto or low carb, I lose about 1% of my total body weight a week. And so we'll just throw a number out there like 300 pounds. So that's 3 pounds a week. So that's less than half a pound a day. So some days you're up, some days you're down, right? There will be times when your weight loss will accelerate. For me right now, I came out of I don't call them plateaus, they're just slowdowns, like a recharge. And my keto buddy is Kevin Santacroce. Kevin, I hope you're watching. We talk daily about our weight and our food and everything from how many poo-poos we have. I know it sounds silly, but you got to have somebody to talk to about. And we talk about when we hit these stalls. And it's not really a stall or a plateau. I'm resetting. It's a reset. So when I was I'm 267 right now. I was 275 for days in a row. Many days, 274, 275, 276. And what I felt like I was recharging with food and being able to set myself up for a big weight loss, which really has kind of pushed me down. And because I've been committed and consistent to this lifestyle, I'm getting a lot of results when I push the scale down. So people get on keto, they get on low carb or whatever lifestyle program you're on, and guess what happens the first week? You lose a lot of weight. They call it water weight, but I think it's like in your digestive tract. There's a lot of things in your body, toxins, everything's coming out that first week. So say you lose 3% of your body weight or 2% of your body weight in the first week. You're like, oh, and the next week you don't lose any. You have to look at the averages. So first off, this is a long-term commitment. This isn't a 1 week lifestyle. This is not a 1 month lifestyle. I have chipped away 13 to 15 pounds a month off my body to this weight loss. So October 3rd is my birthday. I weighed 383 pounds last October 3rd. So even though I started at 435, so now I'm 267. So think about that. If I was so worried about losing weight every second of my lifestyle, I would be discouraged. And it's already emotional. It's not only has the change been fantastic, but it's emotional, right? So you have to fight through that. So what I want to tell you is, most times when you think you plateau or you think you stall, you didn't stall. It's really a reset. You can't consistently push that scale down day in and day out in a healthy manner. You need to look at averages, a 3 to 4% of your body weight a month. 4% is ideal, 1% a week. So if you lose 9 pounds 1 week, no pounds the second week, 9 pounds the third week, and none the fourth week, you shouldn't be depressed because you lost 18 pounds, right? What's interesting for me is when you start at such a high weight like I did, 1% was a higher number. So I noticed that my monthly weight loss was going down, and it kind of concerned me. And then I realized, well, wait a minute, it's the same percentage weight loss. So think percentage weight loss. And I want to talk about some of the advice that I gave when people feel like, this is what I hear, Eric, I'm doing everything right. I'm eating the right foods. I'm walking around the block 5 times a week, whatever you're doing. Okay. If you're not tracking your food intake with an app, you are most likely eating too many calories, carbs, fat, and protein, your macros, even though you don't even know it. I turned to SENZA the middle of January, and I was 328 pounds at that time. And I track it. I track my weight. It's got a sliding scale down. I'm about to enter in my new weight. So I just broke through the 60-pound mark with SENZA. And what I found is the tool, and SENZA is SENZA. It's free. Many of you use MyFitnessPal or Carb Manager, and you love it. I'm not trying to change you. I just looked at people's reviews originally. I like SENZA. SENZA's worked for me. It motivates me. It's extremely accurate. It's free. There's no premium version. It has something called Keto Radar, so you can just click a button by GPS and find restaurants with keto options around you. There's tons of recipes. They even have a support button. They offer products. It's a great app, right? So I want you, if you're serious about losing weight, you have to control what goes in your mouth. I lost 120 pounds without going on the treadmill or working out one time or walking around the block. And I've had to lose weight many times, but tried. But then I realized if you don't figure out how to monitor what goes in your mouth, I don't care how many trips to the gym, I don't care how many miles on the treadmill or marathons or laps in the pool, you're not going to have consistent weight loss. You have to control what goes in your mouth. So that's when I've done food logs and things like that before, technology like this. That's when I found SENZA. So I've been on SENZA now for about, I guess 150 days, 160 days. And it's helped me because I had so much to lose in the beginning. Just some of the basic things I was doing by taking the carbs, the fat, the bread, pasta, rice, potatoes out of my diet. I was losing weight, but I was eating too many calories, too many carbs. And when you're thinking about a healthy lifestyle, now keto says, for example, let me back up here. When you think about a healthy lifestyle, you don't think about exactly what you're putting in your mouth. So keto, I'm more of a low carb guy. I say keto, I call myself Mr. Low Carb, but ketogenic diet is a great way to lose weight and get healthy. A low carb lifestyle is a more sustainable lifestyle for me personally. And people say, well, what's the difference? It's all low carb. Well, not really. The keto lifestyle wants you to do about 75% of your total calorie intake from fat, and then 20% from protein and 5% from carbs. What I do, and this is what SENZA actually gives me the opportunity to, is I do 40 to 45% fat and 45% protein. So I do about even, and then I do around 5% of my total intake in carbohydrates. And I do net carbs. Net carbs is total carbs minus dietary fiber minus sugar alcohols. so I can have some treats and things and still stay in ketosis and stay low carb. So what I want to recommend is if you are at a point where you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're not tracking it, you need to get an app like SENZA or another similar app. I have found that it's caught me at night. There's plenty of times I want to eat one more thing at night, and I pull up my SENZA log like, wow, I've ate everything today. And the way SENZA puts it, I like the philosophy because it says you want to hit your protein number as close as you can. You want to be under on carbs, fat, and protein, the recommended amount. When you start the SENZA program, it asks your body type and how much you weigh and how much you want to lose, and it kind of sets some goals for you. So I'm allowed to have 25 carbs a day. Very rarely do I hit that. I'm normally like 18, 20-ish. This unwich with no bread, because it's got lettuce, tomato, I actually put onion on here, some peppers. This has 8 carbs. This is 8 carbs. So people think all vegetables are low carb. They're not. So I've trained my body not to get my carbohydrates from sweets and breads and pastas, and I get it from vegetables. But I want to recommend that, and I just want you to rethink about not being hard on yourself when the scale goes up, because my scale goes up. I feel like I've completed another phase of pushing my weight down. Now I'm at 267. So and my goal is 250. So 17 pounds from my goal. Drop me a like. Probably going to make a new goal because I'm just loving this, but. I don't want you to be hard about it. I want you to think about averages. I want you to think about how much percentage of my total body weight am I losing a week? Am I losing every 2 weeks, every month? And so when it gets to the end of the month, you can kind of figure out how much you've lost and if you need to refocus and help push that number down. So now that I'm at 267, I'm going to be probably gaining a couple pounds back. Like even right now, when I put this in my body and I drink this unsweet tea, I'm going to be 268. 269. So it's going to happen. And I'm not going to be upset tomorrow if I get on the scale at 272, because I'm going to reset my body again. So I was resetting around the mid 270s and many days in a row of the same weight, or up or down, roughly about the same. And then I did my intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is I only eat normally from noon to 8. And what I found is resetting, giving yourself plenty of nutrients through food, healing your body through food. I prepared myself for this next push down. So I'm at 267, everybody, and I was 435 pounds. I mean, I know most of you know my story, but my blood sugar was high, my blood pressure was high. I was diagnosed diabetic. My cholesterol was high. Everything was high, and now I'm normal. A normal A1C is below 6.5, and I was 11.1. That's your blood sugar over the last 90 days. And in just 6 months, I went down to a 5.5. I'm on no medication since February. My blood pressure is 110 over 76. Cholesterol's low. Triglycerides low. So anyways, I just want to make sure that you're using the right tools. Download the free app on your phone. I don't get paid for this. I'm just trying to help you. It's some of the best advice I can give you. Log everything into the app. You just scan UPC codes. It pulls up the item. It has all the nutritional information. So keto on, my friends. Have a powerful day. We are in this together. I am not stopping. I am going to commit to help you and help others lose weight. I have made so many friends in this process. And I'm about to eat dinner and break a 24-hour fast. And I don't do 24 hours normally. But I just did an hour on the treadmill to finish my fast because I was in my highest fat burning mode to get to this new low weight. So I love all the messages, support, the friend requests. Take care, everybody, and we will talk soon. Bye.